Fishy yummy. Drop a like to eat poop. Fishy on me. Fishy on me. What's up, everybody? Hello. Hello. Hi. Look at this nice music. Isn't this nice? What if the vibes were good this time I played this game, huh? We love Animal Crossing, don't we, folks? Don't we, folks? We're talking to Mayor Tortimer. We're getting the city hall put in. That's right, we're playing City Folk Best One. Jazz at the library, 1 hour jazz music, no ads. And look what we got. Look what we have now. It's not for tonight, but we have this. After the show, I did this. Good friend Jake, welcome back for 17 months. Jake, you are the best user I've got. You're a mod, and frankly, you're a good personal friend. If you needed something from me in the real world, I'd give it to you, because I love you so much, man. I'm excited to try this again. We're playing Getting Over It with Ben, the Horrid Man's little game. Now, Zeke told me, and I thought he was kidding, when you get to the end of Getting Over It, you get to join an IRC server to talk to him live. And I thought he was fucking around. So now that we have sort of a goal in mind, right? Because the goal is, I thought this was a joke. Zeke assures me it's not. The goal is, let me turn this music down a little bit. Spoilers. You can't spoil this stupid ass game. Now, no, because it gives me a really good impetus to figure it so I can get on IRC and tell this guy to fuck off. This stupid fuck for making this goddamn awful game that I hate. That you don't tell people about the room. I don't give a shit. Oh, no, don't tell people about the room. I'm gonna fucking stream that shit. I hate his ass. I'm making content out of his stupid Australian fuck. I'm gonna send Tom to his house. I don't know about that. Oh no, I miss it. Oh no, Ben Foddy. Piece of shit. Vibes turned real quick. Oh yeah, I guess I said I was gonna do this with better vibes. What's up, Raiders? Dumb Guy 69, welcome back 13 months.
That's cozy.
He was in a good band? I don't give a shit, man. It's always Sandstorm. I gotta turn that off. It's fucking annoying me now, if I'm being totally real.
That's cozy.
Talk about the Partner Plus thing. Thank you, my beautiful mod, Jake. Folks, I'm very close to Partner Plus, level 2. I think I can hit it this month. I think about 30 to 40 points away from it. What does that mean? If you've thought about subbing to the channel, this would be the month it would mean the most to me. All you gotta do is say subscribe to for 3 months. Then, tell me to fuck off. I don't care. You know? Watch for free. I don't care. I still get your ad money either way. But to get Partner Plus level 2, which is when I get a 10% increase on the money I get from subs, I need you to subscribe. And if you up your subscription to tier 2 or tier 3, that's even more points, baby. Thank you so much, Infusion, for the sub with Prime. Now, of course I appreciate it, but it actually completely leads into my next point. Unfortunately, subs with Prime don't count. Are they still generous? Of course they are. Of course they are, because it's you're using your Babos dollars for Luke, and I appreciate that. But in terms of what I'm talking about now, no, it doesn't help exactly. Don't LOL that. I don't know. Yo! Infusion converted from the Prime sub to the tier 1, and you know what that means? I get both. Fuck another streamer. Okay, Genko Richi's Barber, thank you for the sub with Prime. That's right, fuck another streamer. I get both, motherfucker. Fun fact, Go Off Kings are like Leno to Luke's Conan. Damn, that feels good, Benedetto. They have to be fucking, I'm Conan? That's great. If you had said the opposite, I would have fucking killed myself, parody. Thank you, 1 million-year-old ghost. Thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, and we're at a sub 2 type train. I mean, yeah, nobody wants to be Jay Leno. Burn ass. Oh! Ow! go! Jim Jam again for the tier 3 sub. That's 6 whole points. That gets us quite a bit closer. Dead Zed, thank you for the sub with Prime. Now again, are you subbing with Prime to punish me? I'm not sure. Pattern Recognized Junior, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. You guys, you're crushing it tonight. You're doing it to punish me, totally. That makes sense.
That's cozy.
Thank you. I like the Luke man. First time chat with the sub. I mean, if every first time chat had to be subbed to talk in the channel, what a world that would be. You know what I mean? You have to pay to make me mad. I guess you kind of still already do that with the variety of things we do on this channel, but I'm excited for this stream. This is sort of based on the idea I had when I was doing my subathon, where I take calls and I'm playing Get Over It, and it's going to be really hard for me to not get mad because I think the guy that made this game redacted. They should redacted this guy. Does that make sense? Hey, and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I like it when the Go Off Kings are just kind of messing around, and you don't realize till my face when I'm watching the Go Off Kings, and I don't realize until an hour and 50 minutes in, it's a sponsored stream. Yes, they're awesome streamers. That's right. That's right. Okay. Shall we just get into it? I played this game for 5 hours. Isn't he like a cool dude, or did I miss something? I don't know. All I know is how he talks in this fucking game, and he talks down to me like I'm stupid. Piece of shit. So I've played this game for 5 hours. I believe I'm still at the beginning. I believe it's still at the beginning. He's a cool dude. What are you guys, his fucking friend? What are you, related to him? Jesus Christ. Why are you defending this guy? Has he done anything for you lately? Here I am. I'm trying my best. Luke's not gonna make it to the IRC server. You fucking wait your ass, bro. I'm getting to that fucking IRC server. I'm gonna talk to Bennett Foddy and I'm gonna say, let me do the Luke version. His voice is less annoying than yours. You know what? How about this, bitch? How about you go fuck yourself? Stupid fuck. Bam. Easy. Easy. And frankly, I've got a great voice. A bunch of gay guys in Fortnite told me that 2 nights ago. They were calling me radio voice. So what the fuck do you know, dude?
If you don't
what the fuck
right
do
now,
you know?
Fake fan. Is the best
Dumbass.
to do it. And if you don't
Get the fuck out of here.
Did bent.
I'm Mr. Radio Voice. I know if there you can fault me for a lot of things. You can fault me for a lot of things. I'm not sure you're in the right headspace. You can fault me for a lot of things. Having an annoying voice is not one of them. I got a great voice, okay? All right, let's get into it. How am I this mad, man? We're not even playing the game yet. I mean, it's crazy. It's not a good sign. I can't chill out. I think this game does something to me that I can't quite understand. All right, the numbers on the screen, we're taking calls. There's no real topic. If you want to just talk to me while I play this game, you're welcome to. I mean, it's a casual thing. You want to fuck with me, I guess, you know, I'd go fuck myself because I'm such a stupid fuck for thinking I can beat this game. Which really isn't that the point of this game, isn't it? Are you so stupid you think I can beat my dumb game? Wow, then you're gonna love Ben Foddy's Getting Over It. I'm not a small town loser. We already got a call coming in. Hold on. Thank you, Pattern Recognized June. Did I already say that one? Level 4 Hype Train. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Crypto Bro with a heart of gold. Welcome back 4 months. If bros? Oh, sometimes on my new computer when I open up a game, it'll like lurch me a little bit. Why? I have no idea. But I think we're good. LA's a pretty big town. What, you worried I'm gonna get on Ben Foddy's bad side? I'm not. I hope he sees this too, dude. Oh, I wonder if any... Hey, well, I wonder if any new streamers are playing my game. Ben, if you're watching this, Alright. More annoying voice than you. You can say a lot of fucking things about me, but you cannot say my voice is annoying. I'll take a lot of shit. But I won't take that. That's where I draw the fucking line. I think we should keep the music on. Oh my god, I don't even fucking remember how to play. I think this music is gonna help me. Fuck! Got a more annoying voice than you. Piece of shit. Alright, now I'm taking calls. Bennett thought he wouldn't even be mad. He would think this is funny. What is he, your fucking dad? How do you know? Why do you guys like this guy so much? Alright, we gotta call. Fuck! Pretty simple game, no fog of war, no tech tree. Hello? Hello? Oh wait, I got the wrong shit. Hold on. Hello?
Oh, hello. There we go.
Hey, what's up, man?
Somehow Google Voice is behind the stream. I don't know how that works.
That's...
Hey, this is
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Hey, this is Visibly Erect Dog.
What's up, Visibly Erect Dog? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I called in on I mean, the last time that you were doing this, I got you mad about movies.
Yeah.
Caused you to you know, peek the mic a bunch of times.
Right. Now we're not doing that. Now you're just getting me mad and just like for the joy of it, I guess.
This time I've actually got something that that might like make you happy.
Okay.
Or at least like laugh a little bit.
If you know me, Visibly Erect Dog, you know I love to laugh.
You love to laugh.
Let me turn.
That's what
the caller's a bit quiet.
Viewers.
Hold on. Let me boost your ass. Oh, God, I'm drinking a Spindrift. Here, let me turn. Okay. All right. What have you got to say that's gonna make me laugh?
So last time I brought up that like I was out of a job. I was looking for a job.
Yeah.
And you know I was kind of whining about my shitty boss and coworkers at that time. But I didn't get to bring up my favorite shitty coworker. Who we referred to as Thick Piss Jeff.
I like that. I like Thick Piss Jeff.
Who we referred to Thick Piss Jeff as Thick Piss Jeff because Thick Piss Jeff managed to... Wait, how the fuck has Socks heard this story before?
He's your best friend. Wait, you know each other in real life?
Are they?
I don't know. How the fuck would I know?
I don't recognize them.
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, they managed to clog a urinal with thick orange piss.
Like it was like they were drinking so little water.
I think like,
or there was something wrong.
I think there was something wrong.
Yeah.
Like a couple of weeks later, like someone brought it up and they said like, "Oh yeah, I was taking some kind of medication." But I don't know what medication makes you clog a urinal with piss. I've never
heard what kind in all caps. Chatters want to know.
I wish.
Is anyone who knows anything about medicine? Is that just like seems, I mean, I guess like anything can happen. The human body's amazing, but that just feels like not possible, you know? Fuck.
Oh, and yes, I did probably bring that up in the Go Off Kings Discord at some point. I used to be Phlogiston for life.
Yeah,
and will be again someday.
Do you think they're gonna? Do you think that? I mean, do you guys think I guess it's really up to you, because they'll keep doing it if you like it. Do you think maybe that? And I mean this for chat too. Do you think you guys could stop responding so well to name change night so it doesn't fuck our lives over?
I'm kind of in the chat right now, but like it's so good every time.
Yeah.
Like
I know. It's good for Jesse's fucking wallet, so he can put in a new deck or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs that.
Hey, sometimes you need a few decks.
Doesn't he have enough? You guys make the names?
Never have enough.
Yeah, I do make the names. I do make the names. And I had a good one. Can I tell you one of my name change night names, Visibly Erect Dog? I had a good one the other day. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Hell yeah.
Where did I fucking... Where is that? Where is that?
Can I tell you one of mine?
Sure.
So, okay, this one was technically one of my buddies from another Discord.
Uh-huh.
But she came up with the name Nipples Visible Through Chainmail.
That's really good. Oh yeah, I had one that I really liked that Jesse didn't like that I added as a nice name. Well, two. I really like Jedi of Oral is my one I really like. And r/teenager power user. Which I think one is a lot worse than the other for obvious reasons, you know, because one kind of implies you're a pedophile, but it really was making me laugh. And I put that as a nice name, because I think, you know, it's not nasty. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. There's no mention of cum, no mention
No,
of
no. I mean, what if you just like, you know, oh, what are the kids doing, you know?
You could technically still be a teenager.
Right. I'm a teenager. Everyone thinks that, right? How the fuck do you get up here? Oh, I have to do it again. That's a Wheel of Death name. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's like a name that means you go into any other chat and they think that you are a pedophile. There's really no kind of way around it. Is it too nasty for name change night? I guess, Jesse, what do you think? Yeah, I'm 17. I know a guy that went bald when he was 17. It's too nasty for name change night? Come on, man!
No, definitely not.
Come on!
Look at my fucking name. Are you kidding me?
What? Yeah, visibly erect dog. Oh, being a visibly erect dog. Yeah, that's worse than being a pedophile. Okay, I don't know what. Yeah.
Well,
and then I look at the calendar and it says 1984. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
So what happened? So do you guys just hate this guy because he had thick piss, or is there other reasons you hate him?
No, he sucked. Like
Yeah.
he would Okay, one of the other stories that I remember was that he spent all day listening to Eminem on his phone to hype him up for having to like physically tussle with his 14-year-old stepson's friends.
The fuck are you talking about, man? What? What does that mean?
His stepsons had a bunch of shitty friends,
Right?
and to get ready to allegedly physically like fight them,
To like
he
show
listened to
what?
the way that he described it. He was like thinking that he was actively going to like throw hands against like some 13 to 14-year-olds.
That's a good name change. Like physically fighting stepson's friends.
Extremely good.
So,
The other time in a similar story, in like June, he was listening to what I can only refer to as like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas rap.
What is like what? Like Christmas rap?
I managed to fucking find it at some point. There is a rapper named Dax, DAX.
Dax
He
Flame.
managed to make some kind of a song about how he is the Grinch.
I hate
Like it's I'm gonna fight my stepson's friends rap. If that
right.
makes
Like
any
it's
sense.
it's for guys who want to fight their stepsons.
Specifically their stepson's friends.
So okay, is it like, let's get back to that. So he's saying like, after work I go over to my fucking house and a bunch of my stepson's shitty friends are there and they're giving me shit, so I gotta put hands on them? Is that like his like what did you get? Do you have any more info about like the context of how it was getting to that?
Unfortunately not.
Damn.
We generally tried to pay as little attention to Jeff as possible.
Right, you kind of really, I mean, that's the thing about a crazy coworker, is you kind of actually, like, it's fun to talk, no! It's fun to talk about, it's fun to talk about like talk about them, but actually like if you get into the lives of like why he's fighting his stepson's friends, it's never like a good reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It's the kind of thing where like, yeah, if you remain disconnected, it's very funny out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually, guys, it's actually not funny that he wants to throw hands at his stepson's friends and he listens to Eminem. It's actually really fucked up.
It's very sad that he's still listening to Eminem.
Yeah, and he's listening, but he's only listening to the like anti-Trump song. He's not even listening to like Slim Shady. That's what's sad.
Like, I don't even think that it was like B-sides. It was like D or C level.
Really?
Eminem tracks.
It was like
Yeah,
random
no.
ass Eminem.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the ones that I recognized.
Sure.
Like, I could tell that it was Eminem,
Right.
but it wasn't one that got me.
And like just through like the zeitgeist, I feel like I know a fair amount of it. I know, like if you were like, I don't know if I can name them offhand, but you're like, if somebody played a bunch of Eminem, I would go, oh, I actually know like a lot of Eminem songs just through, you know, osmosis. And so this is the job. Do you still work there? No.
Sadly, no.
I want to find this guy on
Well-
Facebook. What do you mean, well?
Sort of sadly.
Oh yeah, you hated it. So do you have a job now or what?
No, still searching. I was attempting to get a job at the place that my dad and brother work with.
Yes.
But apparently the IT guys, I don't know. I think I like didn't suck up to AI enough because they thought that was.
You failed getting the
useful
Nepo
for, like-
baby job? Is that what you're telling me, Visibly Wrecked Dog?
Yeah.
That's so funny,
I
man.
wasn't. I
You
wasn't
did-
sucking up to AI enough for like road construction work somehow.
Right. Well, man, it's. Can you put your morals aside for a second, man?
I tried. I honestly tried. Like
You think
I
that-
tried to just deflect.
And they could tell you were some liberal pussy, basically.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Would you describe?
Yeah,
Do you
I
think
talked
you
about how
look
I liked
like?
to-
Do you look like a liberal pussy? Like, and I mean this saying that, like, I know I do. You know what I mean? Like, did those guys be? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Long hair. I
Hippie.
had my ponytail up at the
Oh,
time.
great. Hippie. Okay, don't download Domino Dreams. God damn it. I fucking hate Stream Elements throwing that shit in. All right, Visibly Wrecked Dog, good luck on getting your fucking, good luck on getting a job, man. I believe in you.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, take
Glad
care.
that I was able to spread the word of Thick Piss Jeff.
Thick piss. Thick piss.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
I like the music. Let's see if I thought I got it all the way to. I'm like right. Okay, there we go. Why do you think you look like a liberal pussy? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I kind of look like Joe Rogan. So I mean, who knows? Maybe I don't. Hello? Hello?
Hello, I got a whole lot of friends on the internet.
Nah.
A lot of true friends in real life. But none of that matters, 'cause you're the only friend that I'm talking to tonight. So can I get a back to you, Luke? And a back to you, Luke.
You know, Scott, I didn't know it was you at first, because I was like, it sounds like Scott, but then I've never heard you sing, you know?
Well, I made that song especially for you, Luke.
Thank
because
you.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know.
And I thought I'd kick it off with something a little different because we know some people, not myself, are tired of the list.
Right. I know that you are not tired of the list. So the song is a way for you. You're kind of trying to win back the hearts and minds.
I would love to win back the hearts, the minds, I'm on a new trajectory in life here, Luke.
Really?
And it's all about happiness and positivity. And good friend Jake kind of doesn't like the list, and
Right.
And I always go back and forth with him sometimes. And this was kind of like my olive branch.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess we have to see how Jake takes it, right? I like to think this is just like last time we did this stream. I did pure mediation between chatters. Well, once more, we're doing it again, albeit the stakes much lower. So we'll have to see what Jake thinks. But Scott, I liked your song. I didn't know you were a singer, and I didn't know you had that talent. And I think you should be using it more.
Well, thank you, Luke. And may I say, this game that you're playing looks very interesting, but also very, very frustrating.
Yeah, it makes me mad. I mean, here's what I'll tell you, Scott. Here's what I'll tell you about Jake is completely silent, even though I know he's here. So maybe we'll have to. Maybe it'll be next song. Scott gets him back in your good graces, but we'll see. Here's how I feel about this game. I do feel like I'm better at it than when I was playing it on the subathon, and that makes me feel better, and it makes me feel like it's doable. Like I feel the things that were giving me trouble before are giving me less trouble, and I think that's nice.
Well, persistence is key, and when I will say I do have one gripe about this game. I noticed that every time this guy kind of takes a fall or kind of sloshes to one side, so some water spills out of that.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a
pee-pee
kettle
thing
that he's in.
Yeah,
and I just can't imagine that water would keep sloshing out because you would lose water.
Well, I mean, Scott, that's what's so amazing about video games is the rules that you and I agree. If this was real life and we were in this cauldron, we run out of water probably by like the third hammer hit. But, this is a fantastical world where this guy has unlimited water, and that's so cool.
Or possibly a urinary tract infection.
That's right. Maybe
he just keeps refilling it.
Right. He has the thick piss that we all love.
This ties back into the last. And may I say, the last caller. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name because I tuned in a little late. But
That's okay.
He was pretty amazing. He was a good caller.
He was a good caller.
We need more callers like him.
It's been nice, guy. I've taken, as you know, I've taken a little break from doing the call-in shows, and I think it was needed. But I'm enjoying this sort of. There's a sort of casualness to this that I think is both tantalizing for both me, the host, and you, the caller at home, where we're just hanging out, and I think it's nice, Scott. I think it's nice.
And back to you, Luke. I can certainly agree with that. If it's one thing that I know, and I believe it to be true, because I was seeing a lot of love in the chat, and it's like if you give the people the same thing all the time,
right?
It kind of loses its pizzazz, if you will.
I mean, maybe that's a lesson both of us needed to learn, Scott. Is that you needed to take a break from the list. I had to take a break from doing chat havers, and now we're coming at this. And now I'm the Bennett Foddy hater that plays this game, and then you're the singing guy. You're the singing caller.
Yeah, because I don't know if we've ever had a singing caller before, and I gotta say I feel kind of honored to be the first, and I am happy that you liked the song, Luke.
I really enjoyed it, Scott. I felt like I was at Showtime at the Apollo. Now I don't know what that means, but I heard Bill Burr say it on a podcast, so I'm not. But it felt like Showtime at the Apollo. So that's cool.
Well, I definitely take that as a compliment. And the Sandman did not come out and grab me with his large hook, which is what happens on Showtime of the Apollo if your act is just a total hack.
If that happened to me, if I was performing and I got the big hook, I think I would fucking end it. Like I don't think I could kill Tony, move over. Oh, a bunch of dumbass comedians that look like versions of you but uglier are gonna tell you suck. No, a guy wearing a suit with a big hook is so much more punishing to the male psyche.
It's really like it's diminishing, and I agree with you. I mean, if the guy hooks you, it's just over.
It's over. It's over.
And while I'm here, I would like to just give a whole lot of love to the chat, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
I have popped in here and there, and and said hello by typing, but it's just not the same getting to call in. You know, I truly love you, Luke. I
Hey, I love
truly
you,
do
Scott.
love the chat. You guys make me feel incredible. I mean, it's kind of funny because, as you know, I'm not a gamer,
Right.
and I'm not that tech savvy, but
Right, I do know
I
that.
still do all the stuff teaching the kids, and it's so cool to be able to tell these middle schoolers and sometimes high schoolers, you know, about how, and even sometimes elementary schoolers, Luke,
Yeah.
but about how that while I'm not a gamer, I
Right.
have friends on Twitch who are gamers, and,
Right.
and that how I get to call and talk to them about everyday things, and kind of have like a small cult following on Twitch, and then I mean
I like to think so.
they're mesmerized by that.
Right,
Luke.
right. They can't even fathom it. They can't even.
They can't.
Well, Scott, we need to take this a step further. You got to be plugging my channel because we got to get some more eyes on this thing.
Oh! You better believe I plugged you, and sadly,
Great.
even though Alan and Robbie haven't been on the air for a long time, I still plug EGI.
I mean,
too.
you might as well. I mean, if we got to be we got to be showing 12-year-olds unedited footage of a bear. They need to know about this stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, this house has people in it.
This
they
is
need to
seminal
dive
content.
into it.
This is seminal content. I mean, I believe I'm also a teacher, and I cannot in good conscience recommend the Luke Man. That's because you have shitty students. But Scott, I know you don't. EGI, friends of the show, Alan and Robbie. I mean, these are the two best guys to ever do it. And I think if more kids stopped watching Chicken Jockey, I don't know if you've heard that from the kids. That's a new meme, Scott. And started watching Call of Man, maybe this world would be a little bit of a
Yeah.
brighter place.
I agree, but Luke, I think you are deserving of the children, and that's why I kind of plug you to the older children.
That makes sense.
Because I feel like they would get more out of this, But I think this game that you're playing right now, if the kids could see you playing this, I think they would be mesmerized.
It might teach them something too, that even adults can fail, which I know a lot of kids are like. I mean, unless they have a parent at home actively failing, a lot of kids think adults can't fail, and I think that's an important thing to learn at any age.
Absolutely. And one cool thing about teaching kids, especially when it's the young kids, is that you can do almost anything moderately mediocre, and
Right.
they just think you're the best. Like some of these kids think I'm like a Van Gogh, Warhol, Picasso level,
Right.
and I'm just like, I'm not, but way to make me feel good because you're really shitty at drawing, and so you think I'm great.
Right, because they're just a stupid fucking kid and they don't know how to draw at all. I get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Luke, I am glad
yeah.
to see you doing well. You are looking well, my friend.
Thank you, man.
I feel like you went through I think like we both went through a rough spell of just catching all these illnesses, and and I'm glad to see you
Scott,
doing well.
I did. I got the worst flu in my life at the beginning of this year, and now I'm feeling good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well too, man. It seems like since last I talked to you, I just could hear it in the timbre of your voice. I mean, I don't think even though art can sometimes absolve us of sadness, I don't think someone. I could just tell by your song that it seems like you're in a good place. I hope.
I am, and I have breaking news for you.
Yeah.
I am over 2 months cannabis free. I quit smoking the
Scott,
reefer, Luke.
Congratulations. And you know what?
you,
Can
sir.
I say something? And I'm saying this to you now. I believe
please.
This is something I believe. I do think you can use weed like a hard drug, man. People don't talk about it enough, but I've seen it a million times.
Luke.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I really think it's a fucking something to commend. I think it's weird. I think pot addiction is crazy because it's like, yes, it doesn't eat you away inside like harder drugs or alcohol, but I believe, this is what I believe. If you live it, because when you live in the pot reality for majority of your time, that's not living in real reality. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And Luke, I completely agree. And let me tell you, from somebody from experience, I was one of those people that had the we're going out to eat, well let me smoke some weed first.
Right.
I just woke up, let me smoke some weed
Yeah.
first. And I was probably the past 12 to 15 years, the longest I went without smoking weed was without being asleep was probably 6 hours when I tried to quit once before.
Yeah,
And
that's the dependency, right?
It is. Anything, I'm an extremist. If I do something,
Yes.
I do it to the extreme, as I'm sure you can tell with my phone calls. And
Yeah, I mean, I
sometimes when
feel-
call,
listen,
call
me
back
too.
to back to back to back.
Sure.
But I am here to tell you and the chat that if you are an abuser like that, one, I was getting horrible stomach problems. It's called hypermesis, and for the longest time, I would always say it can't be the weed.
Right, that doesn't
though
make
doctors
sense.
are telling me.
What's hypermesis?
but
I've never even heard of that.
It is. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, Luke. So imagine somebody taking like a rusty old bear trap and putting it in your stomach. And then just jerking it around for maybe up to like 7 days, 8 days straight.
Jesus
and you
Christ.
can't eat. You're throwing up stomach bile, and also, believe it or not, I still believe that weed can be good for certain people, but for me not. And I'm here to tell you that you can actually go through withdrawal symptoms from if you've been a heavy smoker.
Listen. Yes, anything is that if you get used to a routine, especially one that involves a substance, there is a form of withdrawal. And I just totally, Scott, which makes it all the better that you've gotten through, I assume the worst of that period.
Absolutely. I will say one of the, despite all the shittiness, I will say one thing that was crazy was the insane fucking dreams, Luke.
Because you don't really dream when you smoke weed, right?
No. About some of these were terrifying. I mean, one of them was so bad. And real quick, because I don't want to overdo it. I want this to remain a good thing. So I think I'll tell this story, and then I think I'll part ways. Okay. But before I go too long.
Yeah.
But the worst dream I do believe was I'm a nature person, as you know. I like to camp, hike, backpack. So I had this dream that I was in the middle of the woods, and there was a sniper trying to kill everybody, and I would get so close to stopping the sniper, and then they would just disappear. And at one point in time, my dad appeared in the dream, and something was I believe that something was going on with my mother. Nobody would tell me where she was or if she was okay. And I would keep waking up in these night sweats and terrified and what's going on. And then I finally, I believe that maybe in my dream, possibly all the people thought that maybe I was the sniper. And then finally these three kids appeared, and they were supposedly going to maybe where my mother was, and I was just crying and begging them to tell me, can you please just, if you see her there, can you just let me know that she's okay? And when I woke up the next morning, it took almost the entire day
to recover.
Even though I had talked to my mother, I knew she was okay. Even though I knew it was a dream,
but it felt so real.
The anxiety was just insane, Luke.
Yeah. No, listen. I always look at dreams too, Scott. It's like that stuff. I don't know. My therapist always says this thing. It's like they only mean they mean something as much as they mean something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if that was the moment you needed to go, that's kind of weird. I get these crazy anxiety dreams when I'm quitting weed. That's probably maybe that means there's a correlation there I need to think about.
Absolutely. And as promised, Luke, I think I am going to go now because I want to let other people have their turn. And I want to say, that I truly do love you, Luke. I love what you do. I love that you give a platform for people like myself to just kind of call in and talk, about what this has helped me.
Yeah.
This has helped me maintain my positivity, my happiness, and I'm so glad that I saw the notification that you were on, and that it was a Chat Hackers.
Yeah.
I physically jumped for joy.
I love to hear that.
So a giant thank you and a back to you and a back to you to the chat, and I love you all, and hopefully soon, but not too soon, we'll talk again.
I would love that, Scott. Take care, and congrats on 2 months sobriety. That's incredible.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful night, Luke, and
as well.
good luck on your game.
Hey, thank you. I don't think it's going pretty bad, but I'm feeling optimistic. Take care, brother.
You're going to make it this time.
Yeah, I hope
power
so.
of positivity.
I hope so. Take care.
Goodbye, Luke.
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean, here's the thing. Because I know people were like, it's hard when you hear someone, not hard, but of course, when we hear something talk about becoming sober from a substance, we think about our own relationship with that substance. But here's what I really believe is that the unfortunate truth of it is that everybody has a different relationship with every substance. Like, I don't know, man. I come from a long line of alcoholics. But I know for a fact, none of my family likes Coke. You know what I mean? It's like, but they love alcohol. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking, it's chemistry. It's what our fucking, it's the kind of traumas we had growing up, whatever is leading us to the substances that like some are, it really just depends person to person. So like, I don't know, with that kind of stuff, I really just think it's like, you just got to know yourself if it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that. Like, I have friends, my best friend in the world, and he won't mind me saying this because he's public with his sobriety. My best friend in the world has been 12 years sober from alcohol, He's doing great. It's what he needed to do. I don't know if I really need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really fucking depends. I also, sorry, and then I'll stop fucking waxing poetic about this, but I also think it's about harm reduction. Because someone was saying, Burlap Nutsack was saying 12 years sober from heroin, and now they're on weed. And totally, obviously, in that world, that's harm reduction, right? So it's like that's what makes it work, man. We're all just trying to fucking survive on this earth. So whatever you need to do to fucking work it, it's like, man. Yeah, we're all trapped in our own unique labyrinths. That's a great way to put it. And I hate to be this white guy of this age. I'll tell you what really was the thing that made me really believe in weed addiction. Bro, you read Infinite Jest? That book is basically just about David Foster Wallace admitting to himself that he's completely addicted to weed. And it really made me, when I read it in college, made me really fucking rethink how I, don't lol at that sucks. I'm allowed to reference David Foster Wallace, especially because I know the fucking mid-30s IT crowd have all fucking read it, so, and that's you, chat. You're the mid-30s IT crowd. Yeah, it's addiction, serious business, man, and everybody needs their own thing. Yeah, I got your ass. I know I got your ass. Yeah, of course. The people of this stream haven't read Infinite Jest. Yeah. And A Cold Day in Hell. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. Hello, caller.
Hey, Luke, man. Dr. Swamp here.
What's up, Dr. Swamp? How are you, my man?
I'm good. Let me turn you down here. Hold on real quick.
As they say on Morning Zoo, caller, turn off your radio.
Yeah, that's a Sharpling rule. All right. This is what it was. What are your thoughts on the night?
Uh-oh, he cut out. What are my thoughts on what? Dr. Swamp? Hello? Shit, we lost him. Call back. Let's see if that works. I've been read in Art of War only when I'm drunk, and it's taken me 3 years. Yeah, I know I got your asses. There's a new Pynchon book. Oh, yeah. Who has 2 thumbs, went to Oberlin College, and majored in English and loves Thomas Pynchon? This guy. I've got a good Pynchon story. If you care. If you've read... Okay, this is honestly cool. Well, part of it isn't cool, and part of it is you're gonna learn something about Pynchon that will make you go, "Oh man." What's the book that Paul Thomas Anderson made? The movie of the one about Joaquin Phoenix. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it called? Inherent Vice. Okay, so that book takes place in Manhattan Beach, California. My father grew up in Manhattan Beach, California. When they were like 18 or 19, Thomas Pynchon's live-in girlfriend was my dad's friend's Jeff's sister. So my dad would hang out with Thomas Pynchon all the time. Now, the other side of this, Thomas Pynchon was about 30. I think the sister was about 18. But, in Inherent Vice, it was the 70s. Stuff was different. And by different, I mean that pedophilia was kind of still allowed, or phebophilia, whatever you want to call it. Hebophilia. I don't know. What's the one where you like teenagers? Anyway. Now, my dad doesn't know this for sure. But in Inherent Vice, when they go to that clinic in the movie, I believe it's Maya Rudolph is the secretary, Paul Thomas Anderson's wife, about women getting the B12 diet shots, right? My dad remembers staying up all night with Thomas Pynchon once and telling him all about how my grandma would go to the valley to get these B12 diet shots, and they were just completely, it was just like essentially meth. It was like amphetamines and shit, and B12 like vitamin shots, and it was just like all these housewives around them were doing it. And so basically my dad was like, that it means your grandma's in the book. And I there's no way to know for sure, but it is something that I think is very cool. That there's this like whole fucking shit based on my grandma and how she was an addict. As I said before, I have addicts in my family. All right, let's take a clip. Let's take a thing. Hello, caller.
Hey, Luke, Dr. Swamp.
You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Thoughts on the 1991 Wes Craven classic, People Under the Stairs?
I have never seen it.
I knew that was going to be the case. God damn it.
I'm sorry, man. I haven't seen a ton of Wes Craven. I mean, I've seen like his like kind of 2000 stuff, but I'm not super versed. He also did Scream, right?
Yeah, he did Scream. I think just the Scream or just the
first one.
Yeah, just the first one. I'm an old dude. You got to keep People Under the Stairs. Has one of my greatest deaths.
I'd love to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love Wes Craven.
No, it's good.
Craven these nuts.
Good, solid movie, solid VHS.
Yeah.
I'll pivot to this, by the way. Roku channel just put on the movie Sisu, S-I-S-U. Have you seen this one yet?
No, what is that? It sounds familiar.
That's the one about the Finnish farmer who has to go fight in World War II.
Yes. Is that good? I remember seeing the trailer for that and being like, that's either an awesome movie or the shittiest movie ever made.
Man, it's so good. It's
really?
It's one of these, he doesn't say a word the entire time, but he kills a bunch of Nazis in a bunch of cool ways.
Hell yeah.
I told my daughter one time, she said, "What's that movie you're obsessed with?" I go, "Oh, he kills a bunch of Nazis." And she went, "Oh, that sounds cool."
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to check it out. That's good to know. It's also good to remember that there's a Roku channel, which is something I forget about often.
Yeah, like we buy the thing and then we forget that it also has its own channel.
They've got like a bunch. You could really like. Have you ever, Dr. Swamp? Do you know about Pluto TV? You ever fuck with that?
I was just going to get into this, Luke. I was going to say, like, I'm very aware of the Pluto, TV, Pluto, Roku whole deal. My favorite thing on Tubi right now is the Drew Carey Show.
Great show. You know those episodes where he gets all the Who's Line guys on and they do a bunch of fucking improv in the sitcom? Kind of fun for the early 90s.
I got to make a comment. I got two comments on that. One, when they make the improv, it's very funny to watch the real cast like really laugh. Yes, because they've got the funniest guys. I thought that was lost media. No, I don't think so, because I've seen it. It was for a while. No, it was for a while, because I tried to buy it on DVD at one time and was like, oh, you can get it from China for $75. Just the Drew Carey Show in general? Yeah, just really? The Drew Carey Show. That's so surprising, because it was really popular, right? It was really popular. It was really strange. There was this whole mid-period in the late 2010s where, like, I was looking for DVDs and Blu-rays of old TV shows or movies, and they just weren't available. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when Tubi and Pluto and all these other ones came around, oh, all of a sudden it's on Tubi for free.
Yeah, I guess it's that thing of like when they were doing the OG streaming stuff, it was like that. Yeah, that's totally, I haven't thought about that before, but it's like that middle period where it's like there are streamers, there's like a big stuff is getting licensed, but there's not like little streamers who are like, oh, it's Amazon Freevee, we're gonna get like Just Shoot Me all seasons, or like a show that was popular but like not enough for Netflix or fucking Max or whatever to want to pay for the licensing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Before we go too far, I have to say that one of my favorite parts about Drew Carey is, yeah, they step over the line like socially a few times.
Sure.
But they were also always trying to be socially progressive. Like they just didn't know how to do it all the time, like with his brother Steve. Like they just didn't always know how to do it all the time, but they knew what they wanted to do.
Yes.
They wanted to be good. They wanted to be progressive. They just didn't always nail it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's so true of like, comedy, even in the best form, when like you can tell the politics are good, but they're still trying to like make you laugh. So they like cross the line in ways that like you wouldn't today. I feel like those are the kind of comedians I do give the benefit of the doubt a bit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, you are right about this, but you also, this was 30 fucking years ago, and like exactly.
You get why you're not right. Like you get why you're not right, but you're still going to be not right just to get the laugh.
Yeah.
I think the best example of this is Home Improvement with Tim Allen.
Well, although Tim Allen is sort of the most evil guy in the entire world, so.
Yeah, he sucks so bad.
Yeah. He's sort of, he's sort of the almost the exception that proves the rule. That's like a guy where you're like, nope, he hated gay people then and he hates them now, and then he loves Coke or whatever. I don't know what that guy's fucking problem is.
My big issue, we just did we're showing my daughter like all these 90s shows.
That's fun.
Fucking love The Nanny, by the way.
Absolutely love The Nanny. Bro.
I think she's been through it twice, but when it comes to Home Improvement, like like we're laughing at this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, well, he wants to fuck Jill a little too much. Right. The Nanny is great, though. The Nanny is super good.
The Nanny is great. I think it taught a whole generation of men that actually Jewish women with annoying voices are the most beautiful people on earth, and we must protect them at all costs.
I mean, if we didn't have a crush on Fran Drescher and the intro to Silk Stockings on...
I mean, my God. I mean, it's just... It went fucking... That shit went dummy crazy. I love The Nanny.
The Nanny and USA Late Night taught nearly 2 generations to be obsessed with nylon.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you can trace. Someone who goes to a sort of left-leaning school, but who's smarter than me, needs to do like they need to like trend like why. Yeah, like is there like a media? Well, I guess media always reflects the time, but nylon was really big. And fucking Fran Drescher's crushing it. Dude, Fran Drescher's very interesting because she's had a lot of, and I don't want to talk about it here because I look it up. She's had some really fucked up shit happen to her, and she's literally still on the motherfucking front lines, head of the goddamn SAG, crushing it. Doesn't need to. Has 90s sitcom money. Has more money than fucking God. And she just cares about actors, man. She's a fucking pimp.
You're not wrong. No, 2 points. One, I love that you mentioned 90s sitcom money because it is the most ridiculous money that ever existed in entertainment. And 2, yes, you're right. Like, thank God she turned out to be decent.
I mean, yeah.
Thank God she's fighting for the rights of decent
Truly.
people who just truly fell into this craft of, oh, shit, I like entertaining people. Okay, how do I make money off of it? And she's like, listen, these people aren't necessarily they're not digging ditches, but they are still here doing the thing that you want to watch every night at 9.
Dude, I mean, the way I look at it, and I think it's a very American thing, the way we looked at art and specifically around acting and performance. But I mean, what's interesting in Europe is I've always found, just like through like visiting there and when I like studied it in fucking Russia and stuff, it's like they really look at like artists as in a good way, as like craftsmen, is like a necessary part of like greater society. That's why they're like government funds it and stuff. It isn't like this thing that, oh, you dare think you should be allowed to do this. It's like, no, it's like you go to fucking acting conservatory, like you go to fucking electrician school to learn how to sing, to learn how to dance, to learn how to do stage comment.
They look at it like, we can't do this, but you can.
Yes.
And our society needs this.
Yes.
So we will fund it.
Yes, exactly. And it's just
Canada, that's the whole Canada. Like that's why they boost all their films and money, because they're like, listen, we're dum-dums. We can't do this, but we want to watch you.
Yeah, and we understand there's a worthwhileness on like an intellectual level, and it's sort of, you know, the antithesis of Hollywood that turns us into things. And I think on the AI thing, you know, I can't imagine, because I used to do a lot of commercial voice acting, and I heard from this woman who is a mentor of mine how she was talking to this girl or her friend who also like mentors this girl who is like a young who's like a young voice actor, where she was like offered like, you know, $80,000 to sell life rights to her voice. And it's like, dude, if somebody when I was 22 offered me $80,000 to just come in and say like the alphabet a bunch of times, it's like, I understand. Like, that's the thing. It's like, that's who you're protecting. Is like, it's you have to understand why someone would take that, and it's your job. And I think that's why Fran is so cool, is she's like, I know, so I'm going to use my platform to help, because I know how bullshit this industry is, and I know it's bullshit that I'm rich from it, you know? She's very talented, of course, but it's like, yeah.
Totally love that about her. I'm a union guy, and I'm overworked. And I say to myself all the time, well, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this because it's providing.
Right.
And that's the only thing I can do right now. Like, I can't offer you any other skill or any other service.
Yes.
This is what I can do.
Yeah.
So I need you to treat me fairly.
Yes. Is that, and then to, you know, a thinking, feeling, rational human being, they say, of course, and then, and the business mindset is like, you literally are not a human being. Oh, God damn it. I just
more for less money, right? Like, you could do this. You can work just as hard for a little less money, right?
I mean, listen, I just posted a clip from Fortnite Talk Show where I was talking to the Milk guy about unions and how he's like, his boss can't tell him to do unions. And I got a lot of comments being like, but if a business, it's like, it was so clear that they looked at the employees as also a part of the business in the same way they look at the stock and like the merchandise and the warehouse, like the physical space, like they equate all those things. And like, that's the fundamental difference, is like, well, no, because one of these groups is fucking people, you know? It's so interesting, man.
I talk about it as a society, and I talk about it within my industry, which is that we are the gears that make your money. We are the cogs that are doing the things that make you have your money. So why not treat those cogs and grease them really well, so that they work very hard for you and are happy to do it, and then you can make your fucking money.
I mean, that's the thing, because it's like, it is, but it's like when you look at, I think it's just like, it's almost like a fundamental philosophy. It's like, when you look at, oh my God, I can't believe it. Dr. Swamp, I'm actually getting farther in this game.
I can't believe that we started at people under the stairs.
I know, and now I'm people next to the chairs in this game, and I'm fucking crushing it. No, yeah, I mean, I do think it's like a fundamental thing. Is like, that's why you and I can't like understand that sort of thinking, because there's a certain type of person that looks at economics is just like, well, when I'm thinking of business, people aren't people, they're just cogs, you know?
I'll never get the mentality that is that the red line always has to keep moving up.
Yes.
Like, or the black line. So
I mean, bro, that's
that mentality.
Bro,
we've got to reach some point of median where everybody is getting what they need and want.
Yes.
I sound like a communist now at this point. I mean,
yeah, and that's, oh no, I fell. Okay, that's okay. I didn't fall all the way. No, I mean, I know what you mean, man, but it's like, I mean, that's what's so interesting about talking to that guy is like, he didn't know that like that his boss wasn't allowed to tell him that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, that's the thing. And I mean, when people talk about class consciousness, it's like, that guy literally did not know that. And you're like, for, you know, I think the people who watch streams like this and just general our politics and how online generally we all are, of course we know that. But Sometimes I think, and you know, that's the echo chamber effect of like, even when you surround yourself with a lot of people, if you take things for granted, man, you know?
Here's a great example. Not to get too real, but we're here, so I'm going to
Let's do it.
Yes, right now we're being overworked. Like, we signed a list if we don't want to work over 9.5 hours.
Right.
That more than 2 days a week they cannot work us over 9.5 hours, and if we are worked over 9.5 hours, they have to pay us triple time. That's all well and good, but I value time more than I value money.
Yes.
And right now, they are. How to explain this simply? I work in the country, and the long and short of it is, 65 stops is a good day, and 100 stops is an 11-hour day.
Jesus Christ.
And for the past 2 weeks, I have been given over 100 stops every single day for 2 weeks.
Right.
And they say, just file a grievance. All you have to do is file a grievance, and you'll get more money.
Right.
Well, that's all well and good, but I don't want to file the grievance.
I want to spend time with my daughter. I have enough money right now. I want to enjoy. It's like I want. Like, the point of it is for that stuff. Like, it's just so crazy. I mean, you've really hit the nail on the head. It's like, it is kind of like, that's the other side of it, is like the American boo-boo Band-Aid is just to throw more money at it. You know, it's like.
So what they want to do now is they say to us, well, just keep filing the grievances and that will end all this.
Right.
Well, I have a day coming off, and they've been writing us up for requesting days off or calling off when we have available days off to use. I have a day coming up on the 25th, and I straight up put in my request, and I said to them, if you do not allow this, I will be off this day. I requested it for a reason.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and punish me, let's do that now.
Right.
And I will go ahead and breathe it now. I will write up the form that says I do not agree to this.
Right.
And you will pay me. And let's just go ahead and get all this done now.
Yeah.
It's bureaucracy at its fucking best.
Yeah, they don't want you to do it. They don't want you to fucking do it because they don't want. They rely on you, like, not wanting to fucking deal with it, and also put a stranglehold on you.
That's exactly what our guys tell us. Is if you do not grieve this, you are agreeing that they are correct and you are wrong.
Yes, because not saying anything is the same as agreeing in terms of how it looks, in terms of when they're like, but all our drivers like are fine, you know. It's like, but none of them ever request off because like it's God, dude, so fucked up, man.
I love that you get it, Luke.
I hope. And then, don't get me started. And then it's like, why is this happening? It's like, why don't they want to privatize, or why don't they want to make healthcare public? Because it gives them another fucking piece of leverage over you. Oh, you won't get healthcare, it's just fucking, it's fucked.
The public healthcare is the same as the fucking petroleum gasoline talk.
Yeah.
I mean, they just want to make sure they have control of us. If you haven't seen, there's this kid going viral right now for creating plastiline, plastic gasoline. Have you seen this kid yet?
No.
He created gasoline that runs a truck all out of plastic waste.
Holy shit.
Get into the comments. Everybody is saying is hide your face. You should have never posted this.
Yeah.
They are coming to get you.
Yeah.
They will not allow this to happen.
I mean, literally, okay, I know I was talking about this the other day. Have you seen Common Side Effects? Do you know that show?
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally, that's the same fucking plot. It's like at the end of the day, it's like I find Common Side Effects so interesting because, right, the plot is like they find a miracle mushroom that cures everything. Essentially the equivalent of that, but in medicine instead of gas. And literally the whole thing is,
all these things. Yeah.
No, just it's like, it's very interesting because like there's like this Mike Judge CEO character, and he's like, thank you so much, Crucified Scoop. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. We're talking, we're doing the Lord's work and screaming about leftist two white guys screaming about leftist politics while they play video games, which is, I think, the most important thing you can do on this planet. Fucking God, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then the whole thing is like, I find the healthcare professionals very interesting because like you really see this side of like, but if you do this, thousands of people will lose their jobs. And it's like, that is true.
Rising up to say, sure, go ahead and make these rules, but look what's really going to happen. We are the boots on the ground that are dealing with the people who are dying in the hospitals because you said no.
Yes, exactly. But it's like, it's a, you know, I mean, it goes back to the same thing. It's like, if you look at people if you look at people the same way you look at the other parts of your business as just another facet of costs and profit, then of course that's like the conclusion you're going to draw to.
I've got an old dude I work with who's pretty cool, and he always says, listen, man, we're doing this job to make numbers. We take those numbers and we give them to another person, and they take some of those numbers away. Yeah. And then we're happy to have the rest of the numbers we have.
Right. Yeah. You're moving numbers around so the numbers look good, so then the stock number can go up. It's fucked, man. It's fucked. Ugh, God. Well, Dr. Swamp, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. It's nice because I think this is the longest conversation we had that wasn't just us going back and forth on a top 5, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was killer. I appreciate you, Luke.
Yeah, take care, brother. Hell yeah, we're getting into this shit. Okay, hold on. There's a call. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Luke?
Hey, man. What's up? Who we got on the line?
This is Husters. First time watcher, first time caller.
Wow. I don't know. That's the bravest thing you can do is see it for the first time and go, I think I'll talk to this motherfucker.
Yeah, you got me locked here for like 45 minutes. You're a pretty cool dude.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. I appreciate you. What are you calling in about?
You know, man, I was watching this on this game, and I hate this game more than anything ever.
Yeah, I hate this game, and I hate the guy that made it too. I want to be very clear.
Yeah. That's really pretty rude, huh?
Yeah.
When I say we, I mean me and some buddies. We are little indie game developers. And I'd love to send you a key for a game. It's a Rage game. Is
it more fun than this?
Yeah, way fun.
Yeah, you promise?
It comes out May 16th. I swear.
Do any of the developers do annoying commentary about how much school they went to?
It's just lo-fi.
Okay.
And you just chill. It's all music. No chatting.
All right. Well, send it over, man.
Okay, what do you want that on Twitch or what?
Discord? Find me on Discord.
Okay, cool.
And your game isn't, and there's no Web3, and your politics aren't crazy, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just gotta be sure.
Yeah. It's all chill.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Well, that's awesome. I love free stuff.
I'll join it right now. Yeah, I'll send it. It's game's on. Yeah, it comes out May 16th. But take a look. You don't need to. Whatever you're gonna do. But,
yeah, for sure. All right. Well, appreciate that, man. Cool, you know what? Hey, and you know what? I respect the motherfucking hustle. I honestly do, because you're being chill about it, and it's like, fuck yeah. I mean, why not call me and fucking talk to me about it? I got an open line. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of dads trying to make a cool game.
Yeah, we need cool. Listen, as the Balatro guy said at the BAFTA Awards, indie games are the blood of this industry, and it's the only things that are fucking good. And indie games are when did movies get good? At least in America, when all the fucking psycho hippies in the '60s were finally given enough money to make cool games because the fucking technology got cheap enough. And that's what's happening with indie games right now. Indie games are the future. Rockstar is great, but that's Born Identity movies, and the fucking indie games are the lifeblood of this industry, and I really believe that, man. So I'm good on you for fucking making something.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, send me that fucking game. Can I play it
right now?
If I play it on stream, should I wait till May 16th?
No, dude, play right now. Whatever you want to do.
All right, cool. I'll take a look at it. Man, and I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Take care. Honestly, I think that rocks, man. I'd rather someone fucking call me and give me a cool game than fucking whatever the fuck I'm have to play next week called like Domino Solitaire Tiki or whatever, Why not, bro? I don't know. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna play it if the game is bad though, I hope you know. So your game better be fucking good. Your game better be fucking good, dude. Fuck. Yeah, I know, man. It's like I'd rather fucking help out that guy than I would. God damn, man. Okay. But bro, Domino Solitaire Tiki has great mechanics. What is the fuck? Yeah, Domino Dreams. That's the game I'm gonna play next week. I swear it's not bad. Huffsters, I believe you. I could feel the passion. I can't wait to try it. I can't fucking wait to try it. Truly. Thank you for calling in. All right, let's take another call. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
It's, the Garfield in chat, but
yo,
you can call me John.
Hey, John. What's up, man?
Not much. Originally, I think you said like something about colors making you more angry, but colors have been so chill.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of amend my.
So you'll ruin that? So you're not gonna ruin that? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna ruin that.
Okay.
I like this vibe.
Yeah,
So
this is a good vibe. So don't fuck it up.
Yeah. So recently, I've been watching a lot of movies, and I was wondering if there was like a movie you watched recently that maybe you were like, damn, this changed me a little bit, or whatever.
Yes, I'm trying to think what it was. I saw a movie recently in theaters where I was having a terrible day, and it really I was just like, and folks, it was one of those, when you see a movie and you're like, and baby, this is why we go to the movies. It was not the Minecraft movie, no. It was not. Good talk, Doctor.
Was it like Black Bag?
It is not. It was like not Black Bag. It was not Wonka. Well, I mean, Maddie and me watched a fucking sick movie. I don't think it necessarily did this, but me and Maddie watched Police Story 3, which is fucking sick. And you can find it on Fandango at home. Have you ever seen the Police Story movies?
I haven't at all.
Oh my god, they're awesome. If you like stunts, it's Jackie Chan at his prime in Hong Kong doing the coolest shit you've ever seen. And they're all good and you should watch all of them, but the third one has Michelle Yeoh in it, and it is truly the craziest stunts I've ever seen. It's a movie that makes you go, "Yo!"
Jackie Chan is a big blind spot for me. I will say.
He's a guy, I kind of felt the same way. It's like, I really liked Rush Hour growing up. I'd seen his American movies, but it's like, he has Drunken Master, he has so many good movies before he came to America that are like, he has his own stunt company. They're all like his guys. I mean, it's really cool. He also as a character is very interesting. I mean, he kind of really plays into it when he gets to America, but like, he's like this guy, he gets like fucked up. Like, he's cool and he does martial arts and he's sick, but he also like gets fucked up a lot in this way that is very like real, and it makes the movie so good. And I never seen action, because so often like Tom Cruise never doesn't look cool even when he's getting hurt, but so much of Police Story is Jackie Chan like literally like just getting totally fucked up. Actually, that's not fair. Tom Cruise is more like that too. I guess maybe Jason Statham might be more the idea. But yeah, that movie's fucking sick. I really can't recommend it enough. Those movies are great. I think the first two are on Criterion too, so if you have that.
I do have Criterion.
Yeah, that's
Real cinephile.
Yeah, when liking movies is the vibe. Hold on, John.
No, you got it.
When liking movies is the vibe, having Criterion Channel collection on Roku is the move.
Yeah, I'm a Criterion pilled movie cell.
Yes, dude, that's awesome. That's really good. You should should write that down.
Literally earlier tonight, I watched Lost Highway on Criterion.
The movie that
for the first time.
Listen, a great movie. I would say the movie that I went with Zeke for the first time. I liked David Lynch. But I was always like, I get this. It's not really for me. I understand why people love it. Lost Highway made me go, okay, this fucking cooks, man. I think there's something too, living in LA for now like 5 years, where I really realized so much of his movies are about how LA is a very strange and evil place. And I think he's kind of like one of the few filmmakers to really get that vibe, of like, it's fucked up here. Like, it's not like, even the things that are supposed to be cool feel strange,
Yeah, like even like Mulholland Drive is a movie of Lynch's, but like you'll hear Mulholland Drive referenced in a lot of movies. And like if you live outside of LA, you have no reference for why everyone references Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
But then you watch a movie called Mulholland Drive, and you're like, it's the most evil, like,
yeah,
you know,
and
like,
I think
scary thing I've ever seen.
And I think part of it is like, it's like, I mean, that's why I think Hollywood is so obsessed with them, or like, you know, the artistic side of Hollywood, because it's like, everyone, if you're thinking and feeling, and you're like, I mean, there's people that of course don't, there's people that don't look at LA in this way, but if you're like a thinking, feeling individual out here, let alone a creative trying to make cool stuff or whatever you're doing, you recognize very quickly that something is very strange and off here. And but you can't quite put your finger on why. And it's not just, oh, fame makes people crazy. Like, there's a real darkness here that I think he really gets at, and it's what I really started to fucking love about Lynch.
Yeah, and I think even like Inland Empire gets to that, like.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Inland Empire is almost like too evil. You know. Yes. He loved L.A. He loved L.A. Like, I think that's why it's good. Is David Lynch loved L.A. and that's where it's coming from, and that's why it works so well. Yeah. I mean, that's a great, yeah. Inland Empire is awesome. You know what I've never watched though? I've watched the first season. I've never sat down and watched all of Twin Peaks, and that's a real blind spot for me.
You gotta.
I know.
The Return is so good.
It's
The Return is like, it's like 24 actors that you're like, I wish they had worked with David Lynch, and it turns out that they did for like one scene.
Matthew Lillard. I've heard Matthew Lillard. I'm a Lillard like super fan, man. Amanda Seyfried, great. I love Matthew Lillard, and I think he deserves a fucking Oscar, man. I think that guy is so cool.
He is genuinely really talented.
Yes, like, he's scary but charming. I love dude.
His performance in The Return is actually like one of the best performances of the season.
That's what I fucking heard.
That's a season full of like the most insane, like most talented actors you've ever.
Because every single like actor worth their salt was like, of course I want to be in this. Please let me be in this. I mean, it's cool also that he made a fucking new season of a show from 20 years ago in a time of shitty reboot culture, especially when that came out, and it's good. Like, that's crazy, man.
It's good, and it's a great commentary on like a lot of things, like a lot of like, even like Dr. Jacoby, who you know from the first season of the show, like, it's not a spoiler to say he returns as like a conservative grifter. Like, that's his role.
That's awesome. That's literally so cool. Yeah.
Because it literally is like the second scene in the first episode.
Yeah. Like, I gotta do it. I gotta fucking do it.
Crazy. It's awesome. It's so that I love that. That season of television is crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, what I especially tonight when I watched Lost Highway is like, David Lynch doesn't see any person as like one singular identity.
No.
He loves to see people as multiple like versions of themselves.
And when it comes to LA, specifically groups of people, actors, whoever it is, executives, who are often misaligned as these one-dimensional fucking people, and it's like, no, man, like it's actually way more interesting to try and figure out what the fuck are these people thinking about all day, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's like obvious there are identities that we show to everyone, and there are identities that we like locked behind doors for certain people or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you just fell. I watched you fall.
It's okay. I mean, you know, the fact that I've been more in this zone than the first zone this play has really made me, I mean, maybe I am starting to hate the creator of this game, like, a tad less. I said that and I fell to the very fucking beginning of the game. I'm gonna fucking kill myself, man. I'm gonna fucking, god damn it, you piece of shit.
Watching it happen like 3 seconds was really funny.
Fuck! But yeah, watch. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can figure out, because I do want to know what movie I was referencing. Movies that are out right now. This isn't helping.
I think you also get like an advantage here in LA. I know. Tinseltown. You get to watch
It's nice.
movies the day they come out.
It's pretty nice. It's one of my favorite things. And also even the chain theaters are really, really nice because they know fucking executives go to them. So even the AMCs are like the nicest theater you've ever been in. It's probably my favorite part of living in LA.
Yeah, I mean, man, I'll see like people watching, especially like even you'll get like, you know, re-releases or whatever of movies that are like 30 years old, and it's like,
yeah,
come to a showing of, you know, Cronenberg's Existence.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Really like
shit
there.
You would never, ever see in a theater except in LA, unless you have like an art house movie theater and there's like one in the city you live in, and like maybe they'll show it. Where here there's like 10 that would do that shit. Yeah, it's awesome, man. I mean, I really, it's honestly one of the main things that I would say keeps me here is just like I love, because I mean I love movies, and I really do believe I watch some movies at home, but I really mostly watch movies in the theater because I prefer it so much. I like that I can't go on my phone. I just like the communal experience. I like how big and loud it is, it's such a nice thing to be able to see. I mean, for example, Lost Highway in a theater. How cool was that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, right now I live in a slightly smaller town. I'm from Indianapolis, but right now I'm living in a small town in Virginia. But I saw The Substance in not a packed theater. You know, there were not very many people there because I live in a slightly conservative area. So,
sure. And they aren't going to see that liberal bullshit. Yeah.
But man, even a couple people in the theater for The Substance, I was like, y'all get the juice.
It's fun, man. It's fucking fun. Dude, okay, listen. The Minecraft movie's bad, but I saw it a week ago, and it was all Zoomers who or even really maybe Gen Alpha, like truly like 15-year-olds losing their fucking minds. I was like, this is literally fun. I'm having a good time because they are having a good time, and I'm like, that's movies, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like really putting off seeing it because I'm so scared of like a horrible Zoomer screening where there's like popcorn everywhere.
Here's the thing. Can I be honest? I think that you will find watching that movie that because them doing that is more, if not the same amount of entertaining as the movie, you will be happy they're doing it. Did I see it before the chicken jockey shit? No, I did not. I saw it opening day, and every single kid in the theater said chicken jockey at the same time. So that shit started the second that movie came out because it was in the fucking trailer. Chicken jockey.
Yeah, that is maybe kind of an appeal to me, is that I've not watched a single video regarding the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Like, I refuse to
click
on the audio on Twitter.
Yeah.
When it's like people screaming chicken jockey, it's like, that's not really my business.
Yeah.
If I saw it in a theater, I'd be like, well, I'm glad the kids like it.
I thought it was a reference. I was like, I had no idea. I literally had to call up Tanner, who used to work for me, who's 20 years old. And I called him and I asked him what chicken jockey was because I didn't understand why they were losing their minds. And then he kind of made fun of me for it. But you know what? I'm doing my best here. I'm 32 years old and I am Gen Z.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
32, so much you can do.
I know. I mean, I'm trying. I try. As my friends say to me, I like to keep my fingers on the motherfucking pulse. I like to think that I'm sort of the Goo Crew's liaison between millennial and Gen Z and Gen Alpha. And is 32 Gen Z? Don't genuinely ask that many because you know the question.
I'm a cherubic 24 years old.
So you are you're Gen Z.
I am Gen Z.
So
I'm truly a Gen Z.
Okay, so do you have an attachment to Minecraft? Because I was talking about this with my friend Wyatt, because we're both 32. His brother's like 27 or 28, and he fucking loves Minecraft. Like, I was like, it came out, I think I was 16. I was a big gamer and stuff. Like, I was certainly predisposed to like it, but it just didn't have the hold on me, you know?
Yeah.
Did you like Minecraft?
No, Minecraft is certainly... If I had to guess, the game I have the most hours in, because like Minecraft doesn't track hours that you play it in,
right?
Because it's not like a Steam game or whatever.
Right.
But I'm positive. I mean, I was playing Minecraft on like my parents' laptop when I was 12 years old.
Yes.
And I was like playing Skyblock or whatever.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, I'm sure that was fun.
You can figure it out.
Yeah, Skyblock.
It's not important.
Yeah, no, I figured it was. There's also, do you know who Technoblade is? Sorry, really quick. Do you know who Technoblade is?
Yeah, I do know.
The YouTuber that died.
Really, but
You know who he is.
I basically know that he's the YouTuber who died and was, I think, a really good PvP player.
Right. You're already. I don't even really know what PvP Minecraft is, but there's a Technoblade reference in the movie, and Jack Black says like, "That's not a hero, that's a legend," and the entire theater went like literally with real sadness. Their voice went, "Oh," in this way that was so nice, and I was like, that's why I liked watching it, because I was like, I don't understand this. I know it's bad, but like I like that everyone in this theater has such a fucking connection to this shit, man.
Yeah.
So you have to see the Minecraft movie. That's what I'm telling you.
I keep meaning to see it. I think I'm gonna see it like tomorrow or Saturday, because I want to see it like late at night when it's not so many like. I don't want to see it with like.
See it with the fucking kids.
Years old.
Come on, chicken jockey.
I don't want to see it with like a 5-year-old at noon, because like that's just I don't need that in my life.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
But I'll see it, like, I guess, with a 14-year-old at 9 p.m.
Chicken jockey. Yeah, no, I understand. Seeing movies with really little kids and they really won't shut the fuck up. Because, like, the teenagers are trying to make each other and you, the other audience members, laugh. So they're saying things, like, to the movie where a little kid is, like, doesn't even really realize they're at a movie. What's up, Graham?
A little kid is just, like, running around in circles and yelling. Like,
chicken jockey.
Aw, man, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they also, Zoomers did make miss making fun of Notch for being a fucking psychopath. Well, Garfield, please.
No, I was going to say, just like years ago, I was in like a pretty small Twitch chat of like some streamer I was watching when I was like literally 16 or 17. And Notch was a somewhat common viewer. Okay. And he would like occasionally just like drop $100 on the streamer, and she was like, it was very strange.
The fact it's like, a woman immediately makes me go wee woo wee woo.
Yeah, it was always, looking back, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah,
but I do have distinct memories and screenshots on a phone that I no longer own. That's like not just talking in like a 150 person Twitch chat that I like happened to be in.
Crazy.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know.
That's very strange. How old was the girl streamer?
I'm assuming she was. Man, she must have been like 26 at least.
Still,
I have no real idea. But that's my guess.
Okay. Well, that's a little less
based
bad.
on kind of the life she's living now.
Sure. Now, as she's gotten older, you're like, well, that would track. Yeah. All right. Well, at least it wasn't a fucking kid, which I mean, I don't know if Notch is a pedophile, but he might be.
She wasn't like 18 or anything.
Right.
Not entirely evil.
Yeah.
Just like somewhat evil.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, Garfield, it was great to talk to you, man. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
Yeah, you too, Luke. Take
care. Justin, I do want to hear your Notch story if you're willing to call in or just take it in the chat. I do really want to hear about it. I've heard. Did the guy send you his game? I'm going to look after. I'm going to do some research after. Because what if I look and that guy seemed really nice, but what if I look and it's like crazy? You know what I mean? And I don't think that's true if you're still watching, Huffsters. But like, I do have to just do my due diligence and look at it. You know what I mean? Mach said Minecraft cows are Wendy's burgers. That sucks. Is Discord okay or should I phone? No, we can do Discord. Hold on. Do you want to just hop in, or I can just call you? Hold on. I'm calling you now. Hello? Justin.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Chilling. You hear me all right?
I can hear you great. I'm excited. I did not know your Notch story, and I Justin is a man that has a lot of great stories about, I would say, 2010s gaming culture and how it interacted with the internet. Justin is, I would say, a veteran of those wars.
I know all the dark little Twitch secrets.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, so I feel this isn't, it's like a story. I heard other people tell this story, but like all the parties involved were telling it as a group. So I believe the validity.
Sure.
You know? So I'm friends with a bunch of people from, I don't even give a fuck saying it really, but like I was close with the Minecraft folks. They're like a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers, like Vintage Beef, Etho. I don't know if any of those names are. I don't know if you were ever a Minecraft watcher.
That means absolutely nothing to me. But I take your word that they were big, and I'm sure people in chat know who they are.
Yeah. It was like at the time, it was they were the biggest. They were like the first wave of Minecraft like celebrity.
Could you say? Could you say that they walk so Dream SMP could run?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would say that.
Cool.
So I got to know a lot of those folks.
Yeah.
And somehow Notch comes up in conversation, and pretty much the story I got was that they had all gotten invited to Notch's mansion.
I've heard he has crazy LA parties. Yes. Okay. Please keep going. I've heard about this. Not only in passing that like randomly people were like, yeah, I went to this crazy party and then it was the Minecraft guy. Okay. Keep going.
So they all get invited to a party at his house around Minecon, and they said that it was just like a mishmash of like pretty much every YouTuber at the time and like random celebrities and just like random club girls and shit.
Yes.
So, but that he was not at the party. He was hiding in his room the whole time. Yeah, and apparently this was common too. Like he would throw these big parties, but like be too anxious to join them until he would finally join them and then make everyone leave. So
by being weird or by like
by being weird.
Oh my god,
and apparently at this one he finally emerges from his room to approach one of the mind crackers, a lady.
Yeah.
And sends someone, like he comes out and like looks at her and sends someone to like talk to her, to be like, Notch wants to talk to you. And she was like, nope, absolutely not. And then he apparently like threw a total temper tantrum and like everybody left. But like he immediately snapped that this woman would not immediately go talk to him. Yeah.
Basically not fuck him.
Yeah.
Bro.
And that's
all the money in the world and you can't even buy some fucking Riz, man. I mean, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like that guy is so fucking rich. That guy might be is he probably the richest indie game developer? I have to imagine. Yes.
Fuck. He's got to be up there.
I mean, yeah, he sell Minecraft for like $1 billion or something fucking insane.
He did sell it to fucking Microsoft.
Yeah.
Can I tell you too, a thing that pisses me off to no fucking end? I don't know how deep this is either, just because I never really talked to him directly, but like C418, who did all the original Minecraft music.
Sure.
Fucking sweetheart. Just an absolute sweetheart of a person. And like I think he got kind of fucked raw on that deal.
Really?
Like I don't really think they paid him much, if anything. Like I think he had the rights to sell his own music, but but yeah, I don't think he got like residuals or anything from that, which is psychotic.
He did the Wanderstop soundtrack. Now, and that is such a good fucking twist of like what a great indie game developer the fucking Stanley Parable guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but dude, I've done like some charity marathons back in the day with Minecraft. And like, I don't know where C418's from, but like a European accent of some kind.
Sure.
But like, just comes up to me in chat, and I'm like, oh, who's this nice person like helping us with the marathon?
Yeah.
And then like someone calls him over like as C418, and I was like,
wow.
Wait, like the music guy?
Damn, that's
and
he
was
cool.
So nice. So me and Dumb Dog were driving from San Francisco down to Long Beach for TwitchCon. And while we're like driving into San Francisco to see the Twitch offices, and we just see C418 just like standing on a corner. And I pull over and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And he was like, I got a couple hours to kill till my flight. What are you guys doing? And we're like, we're going to the Twitch headquarters. We got invited for a tour. And he was like, I know them. And he just like hopped in my car.
That is really, really nice.
we hung out, and I had Aesop Rock on, and he adored the song "None Shall Pass." He was like, "That's the nicest piano I've ever heard in a rap song."
Dude,
I'm like, "Yeah, man."
And you know what? Yeah, that's man. It does seem really fun, just like hearing your stories about like when it was like, because it's just like that era of Twitch and content making feels so like past. It just feels like for better or for worse. Like I know there was also a lot of bullshit with it, but like,
oh, for sure.
It's just so like it just feels like we're in such a different era that it's like very interesting. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. That stuff is cool to me, where it was like, oh wow, you're just like going to the offices and like you knew everybody. I don't know. It's nice.
It was
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
man, it was like instantly obvious how much waste spending was at Twitch. Like, I like went to their cafeteria and they had a straight up a dedicated hummus fridge. You could get like 1,000 different drinks. There was a guy there making omelets. I was like, this company's fucked.
I love when you go to like somehow you're like in the realm of like a startup that's doing well, and you go and you're like, I don't know fucking anything, and I know that they're fucked. Like I'm just I'm looking at the things on the wall, and I'm like, oh, I'm all for making your workers feel good, but I don't think you really knew all that. Oh, and you're brutal. Like, yeah. God damn, that's so funny.
I don't think I saw a single person working.
Yeah, right.
it was amazing.
Right, that's so fucking burning that VC money. We all. I think the best is like the most ethical thing you could do as a Silicon Valley guy is burn as much VC money as possible by making hummus bars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck. That is such a fucking good story, Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
It's my damn pleasure. I hope you enjoy getting over it.
I don't. I hate this game. All right, see you later, Justin.
That's fair. See you, dude.
Bye. I think this game should fucking die, if I'm being honest. No, I'm starting to. Oh, the guy who made it's really good. I don't care, dude. I judge the art by the. Now that's fucking interesting, isn't it? Oh, judge the art by the artist. We say, oh, and a lot of times people say, like, oh, I like don't care that Woody Allen did that stuff. Well, that goes two ways. If you hate the art, you can also hate the fucking guy. You know what I mean? Hello? All right, only 18 minutes left. I can't say too much crazy shit before I leave. Fuck. Big Luke. Graham, it's wonderful to see you. Graham is a real life friend of mine. I have not beaten this game. I started playing this a couple weeks ago on stream when I was doing the subathon, and I do legit like taking calls while I play it. I think it makes me make less mad at the game, and no, I have not beaten it. I have gotten further. Shut up, Maddie. I've gotten further than I ever have, but no, I haven't. Say that shit. Count down the minutes till I beat your fucking ass. How about that, man? Okay, hold on. Let's be careful. King. Hit me up if you want that bot in your stream. Oh, please. Oh, yeah. Totally. Yes. Of course I will, Justin. Of course I will. I don't know if I'm going to clip this show yet. I've been so focused on... I have this thing right now, and then this is my true belief, is I just think Fortnite Talk Show is the thing I do that is the most fucking accessible. Yeah, I'm playing it a lot, Dark Web. It's become... The Nubbies is my, like, downtime game. Like, I had 15 minutes before I had to stream tonight. I'm like, oh, I'll play some Nubbies. I really, really like it. I find it very fun to dip in and out. But I'm like, it's so hard because I'm like, I love all the shows I do, but then when it comes to clips, I'm like, oh, Fortnite Talk Show is so like, you don't have to know me to know what the show is. You know what I'm saying? Which is something I always think about with clips. Chill. Fuck. Yeah, no, I like the clips. It's I haven't done this yet, SVT, but I've wanted to like go back and like it's like a good thing for like my editor to send them like, oh, don't download Domino Dreams for free. Not yet. That's later. It's a good thing to be able to send to editors to my editor, or for me to look through first and be like, hey, here's where I like think the funny parts are. You know what I mean? So then it's less work for them. I mean, it's a cool thing. Oh, unfortunately, most of the time people are seeing LOL. It's because I say something like Jesse Farrar needs to kill himself or whatever. But, sometimes we get something good. And I don't believe that about Jesse, by the way. I don't believe that about Jesse. I'm just saying, right. I mean, exactly. A lot of the clip bot is going to go off for that. Yeah. See, now we just have a clip that's me saying Jeffy Farrar. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah. It's. The Jeffy Farrar gang. Jeffy Farrar gang. Oh shit. Did people call him? Maybe. I kind of forgot to look at the calls. If you'd like to call in, the phone lines are open. I think I've missed a couple. Jeffy Farrar. How was 2 weeks away from DBJ been for you? I've missed the fucker. I mean, goddamn, at this point, DBJ is one of the people I talk to and see the most in my life. And the person I get to bitch about, well, everyone in the Goo Crew is who I get to bitch about how awful how awful it is being a Twitch streamer. Well, not awful, but, you know, all the things that you and me both know is wrong with being a Twitch streamer. And I miss that. I think he is having fun. I think that they are excited to come back, though. The fans, yeah. No, not the fans. More like the culture of the entire website and, you know, just like the people that seem to rise to the top and what they seem to believe and think about and face no repercussions for saying. You know, all that cool, fun stuff that, and I'm talking about the Go Off Kings. Ugh. There's new Black Mirror out, and me and Katie are going to watch it, even though I know it's going to be bad. I know it's going to be bad. I know it's going to be bad. Yeah, I think if I was playing this without talking and taking calls, I would go insane. I know that the new Black Mirror is going to be bad, but I don't care. And I think those guys are awesome. I think those are the best guys that the Go Off Kings have ever found. Truly. I really believe that. Big Luke, have you seen the Unicorn movie? No, is that good? I was kind of interested in that. It just looked crazy. How come no White Mirror? Thank you, Benedetto. Someone's got to say it. Remember, this is not Asmongold's stream, though. That's kind of more of a comment for there. You know what's kind of fun? Can I be honest? And I've never been someone who's, like, particularly not down to say, like, talk shit on, like, fucking people that I, like, don't like. But there's something freeing as, like, another streamer on this platform to be like, yeah, I'm not going to even for a millisecond go, I can't just say the most heinous shit about this dude because he's literally evil and he said as much, you know? I don't have to give him the benefit of the doubt. There's countless hours of fucking footage of me going, yeah, I don't really have to be nice to that guy. Like, in fact, actually, not only do I have to be nice to that guy, fuck that guy, you know? It's cool. It's a nice feeling, you know? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can imagine, like, the weird sort of, like, you don't want to, you know, it's weird because they're, like, not your peers, but yes, you're talking shit about a coworker, but now you get to do it. Oh, exactly. You're talking shit about a coworker, and now you can do it openly, and even the boss doesn't get mad because they know that you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, you know, you don't want to be, I don't want to be the guy fucking publicly going around shitting on everyone that I don't like. I mean, there's so many goddamn people I don't like. I'm an absolute hater, of course. So it's nice when there's hate that you can share so openly because it's so black and white that they deserve it. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that's a beautiful thing, folks. I think that's, if there's light where there's darkness, there's also light. Yeah. Like Amaranth saying that the Holocaust was good. I could go, fuck that stupid bitch. I don't mean that. You know what though? It was so interesting. I was talking to, I don't feel that. I was talking to a fucking someone who does OnlyFans, and I don't want to say who it was because I don't want to, you know, I don't want them to be on the record saying this. But you know, I forgot about this, and I forgot about how crazy this was until I talked to her. Yeah, she said, I believe the quote is, the Holocaust wasn't right, but Hitler had a right as the leader of his country to want to get undesirables out of the country, in reference to sort of what Trump is doing. So, you know, really cool stuff. Like, he shouldn't have killed all those Jews, but yeah. Awful. And also the fucking, I was talking to this girl who does OnlyFans, and she was like, yeah, the thing I know about Amaranth is she's big. And then she did that thing like a month ago where she was like, I'll send you free pictures if you send an image of me, like if you send a screen recording, if you unsubscribing from another girl's Instagram. Talk about fucking no solidarity within labor. That's the most evil shit I've ever heard in my life, dude. That's the most evil shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. That's beyond the pale. Not only are you so fucking greedy that you're willing to say anything, but then on top of that, you literally are willing to just pimp out the other people in your fucking profession that like also make you bigger. It's fucking, it's truly despicable, man. It's truly despicable. Psycho shit. Psycho shit. Damn, who did she want unfollowed? Any creator you follow, Maddie. So, and when Maddie, what's so cool about you is I know you follow so many OnlyFans, is that losing one, you're still gonna have plenty of porn to look at, which is so cool. And that's so cool. Insta fun creators. Something I don't like about that, and I don't know what it is. Tears in the rate. Is tears... Maddie is pay pigging. Maddie is horny. Yeah, I mean that's just like I don't know, man. I and there's something that's accepted, or there's something about that like I feel like wasn't talked about that much because of like, you know, the fucking ways we feel about sex workers at all in our society in general. But it's like, can you imagine doing that? Like, can you imagine doing that as like a fucking Twitch streamer? Of just like saying, hey, I'll like give you access to like a special Discord channel if you send me an image of you unfollowing a Discord or unsubscribing from another channel. I mean, Jesus Christ. I think I would kill it as a guy to DM the OnlyFans hogs. Yeah. Well, Garfield, we're almost out of time, so maybe save it for next time, but I have a lot of feelings about this. I could lose Jane Cook Gaming. What's the channel? Oh, Dane Cook Gaming. I'm a little worried. I think if I've gotten too close to tapping the glass on anything on this website, it's the amount I talk and reference in shows I do about Dane Cook Gaming. Now, I don't think it matters because he's an extremely rich celebrity that married a kid, but it is passed my mind. I was like, I guess I don't really want the Dane Cook wrath on me, you know? No, don't shout it out, Dasher. Ugh. The Dane Cook shooters have entered the building. Okay. We used to rage. Yeah, I had to stop rating Martin Shkreli too. I was doing, that was another one. I thought it was really funny to raid Martin Shkreli. Really made me laugh because he never really responded to it either. But then I would just go in and say, yo, Martin, dude, what's up? He's streaming, man. He's streaming stocks and motherfucking bonds or whatever the fuck he does. Oh yeah, I saw Patrick was streaming. Dude, I haven't seen those guys in a long time. When they came out to LA and I was going out to New York more, I used to hang out with them quite a bit. I love the podcast about List guys. I wonder maybe if if they come out again, I'll have them on the stream. Dude, this is a tricky thing to talk about, but streamers, YouTubers who have so many morons at their beck and call do nothing but talk shit, and then in a very we're better than way, we gotta fucking eat them because those worms are too dangerous to get involved with. Yeah, I agree with that, Maddie. It's like they get enough, you know, we're allowed to talk shit. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but the way you get really famous on social media to a level where you're like not just like successful at it, but criminal empire level, it's probably by doing something that is hurting a kid or someone at risk, or basically just like the most evil in the entire world. Yeah, I love the PAL boys. There's some of the funniest guys, three of the funniest guys rather. And Jubio, 4. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who do we have on the line?
Hello, it's Total Geek the First.
What's up, man?
Hey, I don't have a like big specific thing, but I did want to call in because I have been working on AMV stuff, and I am like basically constantly reminded that I think fundamentally like the most therapeutic thing that you can do for yourself aside from going to therapy is like creating art.
Yes, bro.
And so I've been enjoying that. So I it's one of those things that I have to remind myself that like it's important to do this because I won't do it otherwise. So it's been cool to have like an incentive to create.
Fuck yeah. I fucking love to hear that. And you know, it's interesting you say that because I often think it's like I'm obviously a man who's married my art with my commerce, you know, it's and I take that you know, there's good parts about that and there's bad parts about that. But there's also something very, I think the purest form of creation when you're doing it just for you and the therapy of it is one of the most beautiful things we got as humans on this earth.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that I always feel better when I do something like that, and then think I should do more of that, and then don't because I don't prioritize taking care of myself the way that I should. But that's kind of a big problem.
Yeah, that's so you got to eat more McDonald's. That's how you fix that. McDonald's is fucking good, man.
It's, you know, it's a real tragedy of existence that so much of the stuff that feels really nice is bad for you.
I know. That's why the hedonists had it right. That's what, you know, that's one of those things, and this is completely on a different topic, but it's something I'm just coming to my mind. I hate when people say McDonald's is bad. You know what I mean? How the fuck is McDonald's bad? It's bad for you. It doesn't taste bad. They work really hard at making sure that shit tastes amazing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
what a hell. Shut up, Maddie. Huh? Well, I'm just saying, okay, hold on. You can say a lot about shit. You can say a lot about McDonald's. Yeah, and I'm, again, the BDS factor. You can say anything about McDonald's. I'm sure they use child labor to get their coffee beans. Whatever. But you can't say that it doesn't taste good, okay?
Yeah, no, I totally agree fundamentally. Like, I think they represent something that is like deeply evil about leveraging people's need for the type of food that they provide.
Yeah.
And also all like corporations of a certain size are, like can't survive if they're not evil.
Right. And they have you know that they've got like a Minecraft movie meal right now.
Yeah, which, you know, I mean, talk about making art that is not for yourself.
I mean, Grimace, they've got like Grimace as a creeper and the Hamburglar is like the zombie. I mean, that's...
Yeah, that's another... Turns out Minecraft has all of these like things in it that I didn't know about it because I haven't played since like 2012 or something.
Right. Chicken Jockey.
Really interesting. It's kind of, you know, it's like you realize that you're not like a high school senior anymore and are old now.
Right. I'm not old though. I'm Gen Z, and you're only as old as you feel.
I'm younger than you are, Luke.
Right. I'm Gen, but and yet, do you see how old you sound and how young I appear?
That's very true.
Fuck.
But
I mean, and what's the difference?
You're old and wise.
What's the difference, though? Right? I mean, it's because I keep up. I'm just part of the conversation. Chicken Jockey. You don't even know about Chicken Jockey, I bet.
I saw like the 15-second clip of Jack Black saying Chicken Jockey, and I guess it has. Ouch.
Chicken. Yeah, I know. Don't even talk about it.
No, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think that talking and playing this game actually does make me better at it because I don't focus on it that hard. I also think that this is a really clear sign of how bad my ADD is, and is that I actually find it so much easier to concentrate on the calls if I can also play this game.
That's interesting because I was playing D&D like last week and had to look up a rule and had to ask everyone to stop talking at the table because I couldn't read while people
well, reading's different, but I mean specifically, I mean you're when you, because that's a thing, but it's, well, I guess what I was going to say is I was going to call what I'm doing now mindless, but you probably don't want to hear that as the person calling into the show, but it is mindless in a way.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this is the joke about like eventually all corporate communication is going to be one person asking ChatGPT to write something and somebody asking ChatGPT to read it back to them.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and we're sort of like that, but people.
I think there's a part of me that is an accelerationist that if these guys put all of their shit, if they try and outsource it all to AI, it's going to make it all completely fail because it's not going to work. You know, it's not that good.
Yeah, no, I think there's definitely. I think it's really interesting the way that like I was reading a less than reputable website that delivers digital files of books, and they were talking. The really weird thing is that they're like super like tech bro-y stuff, but they were like, actually, the written word is like the most efficient way that we think there is for communicating information meaningfully, and so we're like super believers in libraries now. And it was really weird, like.
Like they've done like the stats of like retention of like your ability to keep information in and shit and like transfer information as like they're just.
Well, it's a classic like pseudoscientific thing where they're like, well, yeah, all nonfiction is valuable, but
yeah.
Like actually, like like nonfiction, serious nonfiction is like the most dense encoding structure. And then it's like genetics is their argument that DNA is the next one. And then behind that is like semi-serious, like pop nonfiction. And then at the bottom is fiction. But they still will give you fiction books if you ask them nicely for free. So
well, I'll tell you what, I like to live in a world where every library is nothing but Malcolm Gladwell books. And I think we should all be working to that. Because that,
it's really
that
funny
shit. Huh?
Yeah, Malcolm Gladwell is like my joke name for when I want to make fun of people for being dumb reading stupid popular nonfiction. But it is really fascinating that like the basic premise of Outliers, that the person's circumstances are significant for their possibility of success is still too much for some people.
I know, right? It's like, it's so funny how so much of that book is like him explaining how if you were born on a certain month because of the way the age worked in like the youth hockey league, that's why they did better. But then like, it's just, that's not what the takeaway ever is. Yeah. That's so funny, man.
It is really fascinating that there just seem to be so many people that it's like, this is like the most basic version of trying to understand the impact of your circumstances on your life. And there are people who still don't seem to have any conception that is like a reality to grapple with.
No, I don't know, man. I then we get into the stuff is like, is it just too, I assume people aren't stupid, but I think these shits it's like, it's easier to accept one than it is the other or something,
Yeah, there's a lot of
because where does that leave you, right? As like an individual, like I understand this, like it's like I don't necessarily think this way, but you're like, well, if then everything is just based on my circumstances, then I'm fucked, So it's like it's easier to live in there's almost an easier way. I think that's such an American thing. It's easier to believe in the bootstraps mentality because it actually gives you some agency in like a fucking corporate society that doesn't give you any agency.
No, I agree. I think that is kind of like the nasty thing about a lot of the way that we talk about agency is that it is like a positive thing to be an agent in your own life and have that kind of control. But it is also a thing that perpetuates a system that often prevents that.
I mean, it's like, what if the 20th century wasn't about just like literally communism versus like, I mean, it's like, it is the collectivist culture versus the individualist culture. And it's like, the answer is you need both parts of that, but we live in the one that says you need one, and other parts of the world live in the one that says you need the other. So they're fucked up in the ways that bring, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to go watch Black Mirror Total Geek the first, but I'm so glad that a bunch of white guys in their 20s and 30s were able to come on here and really just say what's grieving them. And I think giving that, and we don't have enough spaces like that. Don't you agree, Total Geek the first?
I will recuse myself.
Pussy. Fucking pussy. And non-binary people. See, this is exactly why we need these spaces. You know what I mean? What does that mean? What does that imply? Someone says they're not binary, and that's why I say we need these spaces. Can't even really fathom what that could possibly mean. All right, folks, this has been very, very, very fun. I really like this format. I really like how chill it is. I like that we're kind of all fucking around. This is cool, man. This is cool. I think I want to do this more. I think I found a way to make this makes sorry, I got distracted trying to figure out who I was going to raid. It makes doing the call-in shows fun. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah. It feels very good vibes. It was all really good vibes tonight, which is sometimes the vibes are rancid on this stream, and it's your fault. So it's nice to see you guys actually come back and have good vibes. Let's read Forest of Wires. I think this guy does cool stuff. I don't really know him, but he's a cool dude. All right, everybody. I will see you. I'm not streaming tomorrow morning because I'm getting ready to do the Dokapon thing with Ricky. But Saturday, noon, PST, me and Ricky are going to try and play an entire game of Dokapon in one day, which will be insane. So I will see you there. Take care. We'll be co-streaming it. It's all going to be lovely. Go say hi to Forest of Wires. Goodbye, everybody.